Alright, moving on. Ngayon naman, alam mo, Jules, ito pa rin ang topic natin. Ito yung sa mga Typhoon Yolanda victims, yung mga affected areas dyan sa Visayas. Alam naman natin na dagsa ang tulong, hindi lang international, pati local. So ngayon na alamin natin, kikilalanin natin ng isang non-governmental organization or isang NGO na talagang tumutulong, advocacy nila tumulong. 32 years na sila.
32 years na.
Oo, ganun nakatagal. So, para bigyan pa po tayo ng mas maraming informasyon tungkol dyan, makakasama po natin ang Director for External Relations and Community and Family Services International, Mr. Joseph Lumano. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Ayan, Joseph, Community and Family Services International. Ano ito?
Isa kaming NGO or non-government organization. We work internationally, but we're based in the Philippines. So we are homegrown Philippines. We've been around for 32 years. And right now we're working in the Philippines, in Myanmar, and in Vietnam. So, humanitarian agency kami. We respond to emergencies.
Alright.
So ano yung primary role na ginagawa ng CFSI tuwing may mga disasters or calamities?
Basically, we work with communities.
Okay.
So, yung communities ng survivors, and again, we mean to say survivors, no, not victims.
Alright.
We work with them and then we mobilize resources para makarecover sila, to save their lives, to prevent disability, to treat them with dignity. So, kailangan namin, ang role namin is, ano kami sa ground para magbigay ng assistance, magbigay ng protection. So, we work with different partners, so UN agencies, other governments, foundations, corporations, mga private donors, para lahat ng resources na yun, ginagamit namin to address the needs of the survivors of these calamities.
So, nasabi mo yung advocacy nyo to give assistance, to help. Ano yung ginagawa nyo? Or siguro, kwentuhan mo for the benefit of our viewers para may idea sila dito sa organization nyo kung anong ginagawa ngayon ng tulong ng CFSI para dun sa mga nabiktima ng Yolanda.
Oo. At the moment, meron presence. So, meron na kaming teams, in other words, sa tatlong areas na affected ng Typhoon Yolanda. So, una sa Tacloban, and then Ormoc, pati sa Giwan. And immediately, dun sa mga ganong situations, ang binibigay namin is psychosocial support. Ibig sabihin, we help communities cope psychologically dun sa situation nila. So, that means talking to them, listening to them, hayaan sila na mag-cope dun sa bagong sitwasyon nila. So, hindi siya therapy per se, pero in-organize namin yung communities para sila mismo kaya nilang suportahan yung isa't isa. So, psychosocial support yung immediate. And then, habang sa nag-mobilize kami ng additional resources, we do child protection. So, we take care of the kids, we take care of the infants, toddlers, preschoolers, school-age kids. We also do protection for people with special needs. For example, yung people with disabilities, mothers who have young children or mothers who are nursing their children, people with special needs or children with special needs. And then finally, meron din kaming food assistance working with other partners para i-address yung immediate na food needs ng mga tao.
So, Jules, napakagandang programa nito kasi alam mo naman yung sa mga nabiktima dito sa affected areas ng Visayas, hindi lamang pagkain yung kailangan nila.
Definitely.
Kailangan din nila ng, alam mo yun, kasi emotionally talagang na-trauma, lalo na yung mga bata. So, maganda na may psychosocial care silang ibinibigay.
Kapag nga, Dayan, may napakitang video dito sa Tulong ng Bayan na show ng PTV. No? May video na kung saan may dalawang kids. Nandun sila sa dating lugar kung nasan yung school nila. Tapos, in-interview sila every time daw na umuulan or kahit ambon lang, takot na takot sila. So, Joseph, ano ba yung usual na activities na ginagawa ng CFSI para matugunan, syempre, yung traumatic experiences ng mga bata?
Una sa lahat, kailangan natin makinig. We have to listen. And so kami, ginagawa namin, we work with parents, mothers, usually fathers, and children. Pakinggan muna sila. Hayaan sila na sabihin kung ano yung naranasan nila. Let them speak about their experience. And then we set up what we call child-friendly spaces. So, like in the next few days, we will set up a child-friendly space in Giwan. We're also working to establish yung mga ganong child-friendly Ormoc. And then in Tacloban, say just this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I was in Giwan and looking at the situation, talking to parents, talking to kids, So kapag ganun, in a child-friendly space, you give them a protected space where they can play, where they can be kids. So they have toys, they have books.
Para mag-normalize ulit yung kanilang
Exactly.
buhay.
Give them a sense of normality. So give them a space na kahit ganun yung sitwasyon nila, no, kahit sobrang devastated, meron pa rin silang feeling na kaya pa rin nilang maging bata.
Life goes on. Ito naman, Joseph, gusto ko rin malaman, kasi sinabi mo, advocacy nyo makatulong, di ba? Alam naman natin, sa bansa natin, nagsunod-sunod yung mga kalamidad. Nandun yung Bohol, yung Zamboanga. Paano to? May duration ba kung hanggang kailan natin sila tinutulungan? Or may mga nakadesignate pa rin tayong team na hanggang ngayon tumutulong pa rin sa mga nabiktima ng Bohol earthquake o ng Zamboanga? Hanggang kailan natin sila tututukan?
Tinututukan natin sila habang kailangan nila yung suporta.
Okay.
So CFSI stays for as long as the community accepts us. So una sa lahat, importante yung acceptance. No?
Okay.
Hindi naman natin pwedeng i-impose
Ipuwersa rin.
yung presence natin or yung aid. So for as long as the people accept, for one. Secondly, for as long as there are needs that have to be met. So siguro konting counter-example lang. In Mindanao, we've been there since the all-out war of 2000. And up to this day, meron pa ring needs. So, although the situation has changed and nagbago na rin yung mga pangangailangan nila, meron pa ring mga pangangailangan na dapat tugunan. So, gaya nga yung motto namin, rebuilding lives. So, when you go into a disaster or an emergency, beyond the relief, it is crucial to support people in their recovery. So, nakikita namin, actually, working kami ngayon sa 3 emergencies, sabay-sabay. So, meron din kami sa Zamboanga, like nakwento ko last time, I was here. And then we're also responding dun sa earthquake in Bohol, and then this time sa Eastern Visayas. So, this is all on top of the operations we already have in Mindanao. So, marami talaga kaming ginagawa ngayon, and we're really grateful for the support, ng contributions ng partners namin, ng donors namin for that. Usually, sa mga ganitong cases kasi yung relief phase is about 3 months, 6 months. Okay. And then after that, you really work hard to promote recovery. Doon na papasok yung talaga yung rebuilding.
Ako, I'm just wondering, Joseph, paano kung may mga gusto mag-volunteer or sumama or to be part of CFSI? Meron ba silang kailangan daanan, registration or process, or do they need to submit any requirements para maging part sila ng grupo ninyo?
Actually, meron din kaming proseso para sa ganyan. Everyone is free to go to our website, www.cfsi.ph. Meron kaming postings on about jobs, ways to donate, and then also volunteer. Pero going back to sa process, we need to be sensitive dun sa needs ng people. So, kailangan i-match natin yung needs nila and then dun sa capacities or skills, abilities ng mga volunteers. So in other words, hindi siya basta-basta lang.
So may screening process rin tayo na tinitingnan.
And especially, for example, na-cite nyo kanina, di ba, yung children. So, or wives, mothers, or fathers, yung psychosocial trauma, stress na na-experience nila. Kailangan sa ganung sitwasyon, kailangan mo ng tao na mayroong skills, mayroong training. So, hindi talaga siya basta-basta na we need to be mindful of what they need.
Pero currently, Joseph, di ba nabanggit mo nga 3 places all over the Philippines yung sabay-sabay ngayon na mga operations ninyo.
Plus Mindanao.
Plus Mindanao, no? Kamusta naman yung distribution ng human resources nyo? Enough naman ba sa ngayon?
Actually, gusto ko yung tanong mo kasi we are really stretched to the limit. So, paspasan yung hiring namin ngayon. We're recruiting far and wide. We're bringing people from different parts of the Philippines. Kasi yung scale kasi nung Yolanda, mahirap. Yung mismong community talagang devastated sila. As a rule, we do local hiring. So talagang to the max yung recruitment namin yon. Kasi we need to scale up at least about 100 people right away just for 1 or 2 projects. And we expect na in the next few months, we need to hire more people.
So talaga nakita naman natin na very dedicated sila para lang makatulong sa iba. So mabuhay kayo. Siguro at this point, you have any final message to our viewers?
So siguro maraming salamat na lang muna sa lahat ng mga suporta na binibigay ng donors namin and partners. And maraming salamat din dun sa nakita namin na suporta ng mismo ng community. They are really inspiring. When I was in Giwan, yung mga bata, yung mga magulang, makikita mo yung resilience nila, yung strength nila. Matatag talaga sila, matibay yung at nakaka-inspire yun. And yung inspiration na yun, yun yung nagda-drive sa amin para i-continue yung ginagawa namin na work. So, for more information, just please visit our website, www.cfsi.ph.
Alright, thank you so much. That was Joseph Lumanog ng Community and Family Services International. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.